Hi, my name is Boshen. I joined PSA about 9 years ago in 2015. I started in operations in the city terminals in Keppel. A few years in operations before going over to Tuas Port planning. So together with Nelson, we were in the same team working on the planning of Tuas Port. My current role is in the business development in Southeast Asia.
Hi, my name is Nelson. I'm the regional CEO for Southeast Asia. Well, I joined PSA for about 31 years already. Started as a mechanical engineer. Subsequently, sometime in the early 2000s, I went to Antwerp when first acquired the terminal there. And then since I came back, I was part of the team to develop Pas Panjang Phase 2, 3, 4. And then finally, I took on the head of Tuas development and MD for container division.
Ayo!
What is this? Alamak.
Not easy eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, this one is like the pigeon message. What's the difference between then and now? Well, since we started as a single terminal in Tanjung Pagar, I think over the years we have grown to be indeed a global port operator, spanning across 40 over countries with 60 over terminals. And not just within the port itself, but also outside the port, creating a port ecosystem, helping BCOs, shippers, and of course with our shipping lines. So this create a full ecosystem, enable supply chain to be a lot smoother and a lot more efficient because we have the ability to play this role, not just within the port but also outside.
I think PSA in Singapore has grown alongside the country. We started our first container vessel in 1972 at the city terminals. Over the millennium, we came over to Pasir Panjang, and as we expand, we improve on our processes. And then recently in 2021, we moved over to Tuas, and in Tuas actually it's almost a fully automated terminal with most of the equipment being automated. So you can see at night, the lights are dimmed down because in the operation area, everything is automated. It just shows that how PSA has grown alongside the country in terms of technology as well as people.
Yeah, maybe just to add on, I think while you see less people out in the operational area, actually many have been upskilled and to take on supervisory roles in the control center, managing a fleet of equipment instead of just one equipment itself.
Okay, yes. 2 years since we officially opened Tuas a fun fact.
I want to give 4 numbers. What? We started with 3 berths.
Okay.
When we officially opened, last year we had 8 berths, and then this year we will have 11 berths. So 3811. But the fun fact is, I think we heard many announcements about Tuas Port will be the world's largest automated terminal in the world when fully completed with 65 million TEU, 66 berths. But actually, now we are already the largest automated terminal in the world because we have 10 berths running, and nowhere in the world have this number of berths.
For myself, fun fact is right now Tuas we just started 2 years ago, but when fully phased in by 2040, the total land size will be 1,337 hectares. And if you compare to it, it's actually the size of a city in Singapore. So that it's like Ang Mo Kio district, the whole Ang Mo Kio. So it's you can imagine the scale of whole Tuas Port when fully phased in. 1,337 hectares is huge.
Many people think that the PSA stands for Port of Singapore Authority, but not anymore. Also, PSA stands for Public Service Announcement. But for me, I think PSA stands for our people, our strength, our achievement.
For me, it's something that's a little bit more interesting. Back when I was in operations, we have this thing called compulsory short break. So we call it CSB in this acronym. So it's where, during at night, because we port works 24/7, people get tired at night. So we have this compulsory short break where everyone, the drivers, operators, have to take a break. So this is where, even for myself and the ground staff, how we will gather together in the canteen for 15 minutes, and this is how we bond together. I think it's a very good initiative personally for everyone to come together. While we work 24/7, it's not just every day working and working, it's also about taking break and bonding one another. So I really enjoyed that CSB every 15 minutes every night. Yeah.
Wow, my iPad said iPad needs to cool down.
9 years in, so I'm speaking a bit from my experience, I realized something about PSA. I mean, if you talk about phones, what comes to your mind? You think about iPhone, you talk about Samsung. When it comes to ports and port operator and supply chain, I think PSA will come up to, their name will be very common in the industry. We are like the equivalent of Apple in the phone industry. And I think PSA is big enough to accommodate your ambitions and what you want to do in your career. There's a lot of opportunities for us to really test out yourself and expose yourself. And so this is where I think I found myself firsthand that I really tried many different portfolios and got a lot of exposure during my 9 years here.
Don't wait. Join us immediately. PSA and the maritime industry is a very exciting and also meaningful industry. Why? Because 80 to 90% of what you use or what we eat actually comes by the sea. And the port has also transformed a lot since the early days, where it's very laborious. Now we use a lot of technology and use a lot of automation. So indeed, a very exciting place to work in. The maritime industry is your oyster. Bountiful opportunities awaits you.